Dear students, this module is on reservation process in hotels. The term reservation is not new to us. We do reserve tickets for our journey by bus, train, flight and so on. Also, we reserve rooms at a hotel while we are out for a tour. So, all these means booking for the particular facility or service in advance. A reservation in the context of the front office in a hotel means booking or reserving of a room by a guest. It involves a particular type of guest room being reserved for a single guest or a group of guests for a certain period of time. As you know, guest cycle at a hotel comprises 4 phases, namely pre-arrival, arrival, stay and departure. Reservation is the major activity at the pre-arrival phase and is usually the first occasion when the guest and the hotel interact. After going through this module, you will be able to understand the various procedures adopted in handling a reservation and describe the role of the front desk staff in the process of reservation. Let us now look into the process of reservation in detail now. All hotels accept reservations or advance bookings for their rooms in order to achieve a high occupancy and maximize their revenue. Revenue means income. The proportion of bookings that are made in advance will vary from 100% in a resort hotel to perhaps 10% in a transient hotel. The reservation staff need a system that will enable them to check whether a reservation request is possible, record the booking and finally retrieve the booking at the appropriate time. What is the importance of reservation process? Why do we do the reservation process? It is of vital importance because it gives the first impression of the hotel to the guest, sells the main accommodation products of a hotel and also provides important management information to other departments for them to enact in further process. Apart from these reservation information, this will help the individual departments to prepare sales forecasts and also prepare weekly or monthly staff schedules, menus and their requirements, and also relate sales forecast to expenditure budgets of the hotel altogether. Also helps in controlling costs including labor and overheads. Now, let us look into the next aspect. What are the different modes of reservation requests? Reservation requests are made by various modes. They are letter, telex, cables, telegrams, phone, fax and in person, and also now we go for online reservations. The next aspect is the sources of reservation. The sources in which the reservations are done are direct reservations, reservation network systems and agencies. The first one is direct reservations. Now we will see what is this direct reservation. Direct reservations are those that are handled directly by the guest with the hotel. These may happen in a number of ways, such as by an independent traveler, usually termed as FIT, which means free independent traveler, or a group. A group means reservation for a number of guests 10 or above and is represented as GIT, which is called as group inclusive tour. And these making reservations are made in writing, by telex, by fax, telephone, mail or in person. This is called as direct reservation. And the next one is reservation network systems. This is otherwise termed as affiliate or non-affiliate reservation network systems. Many guests make their reservation through the central reservation offices termed as CRO. Many guests are referred to the hotel by another hotel in the same group or marketing group. This is affiliate reservation system in which all hotel chains participate. For example, Taj group of hotels, Le Méridien group of hotels, that we can tell as an example in India. When the guests are referred to other hotels apart from its franchise or a group, then it becomes a non-affiliate reservation system. Also, the reservations are done through agencies. Reservation requests may also be made through a travel agent on a prepayment basis. that is by sending the confirmation to the hotel and issuing the accommodation voucher on its behalf. This is usually done on a commission basis. Many airlines also offer a hotel booking service for their passengers. Often booking is done whilst in flight. The usual sources of agencies are airlines, the wholesale tour operators, companies and commercial business houses, embassies and consulates, along with the institutions. We have gone through the different sources through which reservation takes place in a hotel. Can you recall the three usual sources of reservation now? Yes, they are number 1, direct reservations, number 2, reservation network systems, and number 3, through agencies. Okay, now we will move on to the next aspect, the types of reservation. There are two types of reservations, guaranteed reservations and non-guaranteed reservations. Now we will see on what is guaranteed reservations. When a guest guarantees to pay for the room in advance for their stay at the stipulated time, it becomes a guaranteed reservation. Even if it is not used by the guest, the hotel promises to hold the room until the checkout time. Guaranteed reservations protect the hotel from no-shows. So, no-shows means guests do not turn up and fails to arrive at the reserved time. So, hotel does not even lose the revenue from room sale even when the guest does not turn up. Here, we should understand the ways in which the reservations are guaranteed. Let us see this now. Reservations may be guaranteed in one of the following ways. It may be through prepayment. Guest sends full payment for the rooms booked in advance. It may be either through a credit card where the credit card number of the guest is recorded, and if the guest fails to turn up, the hotel will bill the card holder in the normal way. The other way is getting an advance deposit. It is different from the full payment. The guest sends a specified amount, that is a part of the money, in advance. The other way to make your reservation guaranteed is through contractual agreement. This normally means and involves a corporate or company which has agreed with the hotel to pay for an agreed number of rooms regardless of whether or not they are used. These are the ways the reservations are made guaranteed with the hotel. Now, the next type of reservation is non-guaranteed reservation. This is a reservation in which the guest has simply agreed and guaranteed that he will arrive. The hotel agrees to hold a non-guaranteed room until a stated cancellation time. The purpose of stating a release time is again to avoid revenue losses for the hotel due to guests who fail to arrive, that is no-shows. Now, let us see about the basic reservation activities, that is the process in which the reservation takes place. This involves the different systems and documents for reserving the reservations. The basic and normal procedures, though it may vary from one hotel to another, the reservation process is all similar. Now, let us look in detail of this reservation process. Number 1, receiving reservation inquiries. Number 2, determining the room availability. Number 3, accepting or denying the reservation for guests. Number 4, documenting the reservation details. Number 5, confirming the reservations. Number 6, maintaining reservation records. And number 7, compiling the reservation reports. So, altogether we have 7 steps through which the complete reservation process takes place. Now, let us look into these in detail. Step 1 is receiving the reservation inquiries. The first step is to obtain information about the guest's proposed stay is to check whether the room is available with the hotel. For a speedy response, the following informations may be collected from the guest. They may be date of arrival of the guest, length of the proposed stay, type and number of rooms, and number of persons. So, this will help the reservation staff to check whether the reservation inquiries of the guest can be processed to the next step of determining the room availability. So, step 2 will be determine the room availability with the hotel. After obtaining the information about the proposed stay is to check whether the type of room is available as per the requested dates. It is essential to keep a close check on the number of reservations taken so as to avoid excessive or overbooking. Whether hotels intentionally overbook or not, an effective system has to be used to check the room availability. This can be accomplished through the use of forecast boards, reservation charts and computerized systems which will be available in the hotel to check whether the rooms are available. We will study about these in the later part of the module. After determining the room availability, the next step is step 3, accepting or denying the request for reservation. Based on the availability status of the rooms in the hotel, the reservation staff may accept if the rooms are available and proceed to the next step in the reservation process. If the rooms requested are not available on a particular date, the staff may suggest alternate days and proceed if the guest accepts. Otherwise, the staff at this stage denies the request for reservation due to non-availability of rooms on the requested dates by the guest. The other suggestion now will be usually when the rooms are not available is to suggest its franchise hotels in the area. So this becomes an affiliate reservation system as we have seen earlier. This phase is crucial to the reservation staff to either accept and proceed with the further reservation process or suggest an alternate accommodation or deny the reservation request. So when the reservation staff accepts the reservation, next she moves on to the step 4, which is documenting the reservation details. Once the reservation is accepted, the recording of all the details concerning the guest and their stay must be complete. The reservation form is the only document which contains all relevant information about the guest and the accommodation request. Following details are present in the reservation form. So the reservation form has the full name of the guest, date of arrival marked as DOA, date of departure marked as DOD, expected time of arrival marked as ETA, number of nights, room type, number of persons, rate quoted, residential address, company's name, company's address, telephone and fax numbers, mode of payment, whether cash or credit, or whether the guest is going to make a guaranteed or a non-guaranteed booking as we have seen earlier. What is the credit card number, if it is going to be the credit payment, confirmation and date of booking, and any other remarks will be noted down by the reservation clerk when she fills up the reservation form. So these are all the contents of the reservation form. This is filled and completed by the staff and who takes the reservation and is entered into the hotel diary. So the next step is to update the room availability chart to ensure that overbooking or omissions are avoided. The hotel diary comprises guest name, type of accommodation requested, length of stay, rates and terms quoted to the guest, how and when booked, reservations clerk's signature, confirmation by the guest, and also she gives some remarks if something has to be noted. After this is done, the next step is step 5, confirming the reservations. It is a written acknowledgement sent either by the hotel to the guest or vice versa. It confirms that a contract for a room has been made between the hotel and the guest. The step 6 is maintaining reservation records. It consists of filing of the original booking. The reservation forms and other relevant correspondence are usually filled in the chronological order, example according to the date of arrival, and then in the alphabetical order according to the guest name. Then if modification exists in reservations, then modification of booking is done. Occasionally, a change or cancellation of booking may happen. In these cases, an amendment or cancellation form is completed by the reservation clerk and attached to the original reservation form and the correspondence. At the same time, the room availability chart should be amended accordingly. Cancellation details should include date when the original booking was made, guest name, date when the booking is cancelled, name of person who has cancelled the booking, cancellation number, name of the reservation assistant who has received the cancellation process. So these all will be done in the earlier stage. So the last stage will be to compile reservations. So the final step in the reservation process is the completion of the reservation reports. Information from these reports can help the hotel to maximize its room sales by the accurate control of room availability and forecasting of the potential room sales. The most common type of reservation reports are expected arrivals and departure lists, room availability report, group status report if group comes. Suppose if the group is more than 10, then we consider that as a group reservation. And the other one is special arrivals, like that includes very important persons termed as VIPs, commercially important persons termed as CIPs, and special attention guests termed as SPATs. And also it should include turnaway reports and revenue forecast reports. All these reports support the process of reservation and forecast the status of occupancy in the hotel. Suppose if the reservation request is handled over a telephone, there are some key points to follow by the telephone receptionist. The assistant handling the reservation over phone should answer the call with a positive and a warm tone of voice. They should always use courteous phrases like example, please and thank you, and be polite and personalize the conversation by using the surname of the guest. They should speak clearly and use in an appropriate manner. A brisker and a more efficient approach would be more appropriate. They should have an opportunity to sell a more expensive type of room to the guest by informing an interesting and attractive alternative. During this conversation, the confirmation on the number of guests who will stay should be ensured and should ask the guest to spell their names, mobile numbers and amount and so on, and repeat back to avoid errors in the later stages. It is essential to inform the guests about the room rates and confirm with numbers spelled out. Now we will go through the later part, which is determining the room availability from charts. This is done with forecast boards, reservation charts and computerized reservation systems. The first one is forecast boards. A forecast is similar in appearance to a calendar. It is placed on a wall near to the reservation assistants, usually at the back, so that they have quick access to the room status, informing when they have to check for the room availability. The board generally indicates the period for 2 months and the dates represent specific room status. The next is reservation charts. Many hotels use reservation charts to display and record the room availability. There are 3 usual types, namely conventional charts, density charts, and the last one is stop-go charts. The conventional charts display the availability of each room in the hotel by room number, and on these charts, reservations are marked in pencil to allow any necessary alterations or cancellations. Each of these system will have its own advantages. It gives not only up-to-date room status information but also the details concerned with individual bookings in a hotel, where the guest usually stays for a long period of time, which have wide variety of room types in the hotel and which offers highly personalized services to the guest, especially in the upscale category of hotels. The conventional chart is not suitable for large hotels because it is very time consuming to record all the individual details. The next one is density charts. Larger hotels use density charts to record their reservations. With the density chart, rooms are classified into groups of similar type. That is, which can be adopted to business clients, that can be adopted to family rooms and so on. The density chart is more useful where the guest stay is very short. Chance bookings, extension, early departures all have to be noted on the chart to make sure it is a true picture of the reservation process and its position. These charts show and record the total number of reservations held for each type of room on a specified day. This is often checked by the reservation manager, who compares the number of rooms let on the chart with the actual number of guests in the hotel on a particular day. Large number of rooms are there with similar decor, location and rates. The guest usually stays for a short period, so all these may go on for these density charts. There is a need for quicker handling of a large number of bookings. And next one, stop-go chart. In larger hotels, there would be a bottleneck if every reservation clerk had to refer the booking chart every time while handling a reservation. This is overcome by a visual stop-go chart, which is prominently displayed at the reservation office. This chart summarizes the information on the main chart. It shows at a glance whether or not to accept a booking. There is a space for each day of the year. These are the common reservation charts that assist in the process of reservation. They are conventional charts, density charts, and the third one is stop-go chart. Okay, let us now move on to the next one, which is computerized reservation systems, which is a common and the updated technology. A computerized reservation system controls not only room availability but also the whole process of reservations. When a reservation request is received, the reservation details are stored in the computer. A computerized system has the advantage that it is capable of generating all types of reservations report in a very short period of time. These may include daily arrivals, stayovers, departure list and projected forecasts. These reports are very much essential to the hotel management because it helps in planning of their entire operations. Next to look about is control of reservations. How do we control the reservation process? Always there should be a control in the reservation process in order to keep up a good repute in the field. These are closeouts. A stop-go chart is an ideal method for the reservation supervisor to ensure maximum control of reservations. Some hotels will refuse booking for a certain date even when the rooms are available. This helps to ensure smooth booking pattern and high occupancy. The other way of controlling reservation is yield management. This term denotes that the closeouts are a crude example of yield management, as similar to that developed by airlines where the planes fly at the maximum profitability or yield. Hotel yield management systems have developed as a separate add-on to the normal reservation system. They work by circulating how full the hotel is likely to be on a given date in the future. This is done by constantly monitoring the previous occupancy and booking pattern and projecting them forward in the future. The reservation is then advised The reservationist is then advised whether or not to take the booking on a particular date. This has the effect of smoothing the peaks and troughs of demand and also ensure that the rooms are sold at the best possible price. If the room is not sold on a particular night, then it is never sold. Then it becomes a perishable commodity. This is because there are two elements, space, which is the room, and time, the date. The next is overbooking. So this is very important, and this is a major way to control the occupancy levels, but with more and more care and caution. Overbooking is the process and practice of accepting more reservations than the number of rooms available. The purpose of overbooking is to assist the hotel in obtaining maximum occupancy and compensate with early departures, last-minute cancellations and no-shows. The reception department should keep figures of non-arrivals, early departures, and from these data, they should be able to calculate the percentage of overbooking that is acceptable to the hotel. In this way, overbooking becomes a way of controlling reservations by booking to a predetermined number of rooms based on the anticipated no-shows. So, the process of overbooking is to balance exactly the extra rooms booked with no-shows and cancellations. The next to see is status of reservations. There are some terms to know the status of rooms available. The first one is 6 p.m. release. Reservations are often taken on the basis that guests will arrive by a certain time of the day. If the guest arrives on or before the expected time of arrival, the rooms will be assigned. If the guest does not arrive on a particular time, the rooms will be let out for sale to another guest after few hours, usually at 6 in the evening. Next is guaranteed arrival. This is the reverse of 6 p.m. release. Here, the guest guarantees to pay for the room whether they arrive or not. The other term to know is take or place, which is termed as T or P. Regular customers are often referred to a take or place booking when the reservation time is of very short notice. When they arrive at a hotel, a room will be allotted to them if there has been any last minute cancellations and there happens to be some no-shows. If there has not been any cancellations or no-shows, the hotel will find another alternative room in the comparable hotel. This is termed as T or P facility, take or place facility, that helps to retain the customer loyalty and maximize the occupancy for individual hotels and groups. These are the some terms to know the status of reservations. This is all about the reservation process in a hotel. It is better that we know these to handle the process effectively. As a conclude to this module on reservation process, to a hotel, the vital task of determining the room availability and accommodating guests is the function of a reservation section of a front office department. As front office department is considered as one of the front of the house operations, it is very important the reservation department functions to gain a goodwill amongst its customers, that is guests who are away from home on various purpose and feel the stay in the hotel as a home away from home. Therefore, it is the duty of the front desk in customizing the guest requests, demands and maximize the guest occupancy and also in turn earn a higher revenue to the hotel.